My first inspiration toward movies was E.T. I remember watching that movie and thinking it was like the coolest movie. I was 3 years old when it came out, and I went to theater. I saw it in theaters. That was the first movie I ever saw, and I was infatuated with Drew Barrymore. I still love to watch that girl act. I would really like this to work this time. So what we're gonna do, because I filmed a few times. One time I wasn't lively at all. Like I looked like I was gonna fall asleep. The second time, the audio didn't work. And I actually, the second and third time the audio wasn't on. And then when I found out the audio wasn't on, I tried to take again, and then everybody came home, and it was loud. And all right, here it is. My name is Aaron Seaberg. I was born December 19, 1978. My family, I come from pretty humble beginnings. Did not have a lot of money. Had a great childhood though. It wasn't miserable because I was poor. I loved government cheese. It was good stuff. I learned how to build things. I learned how to create things. One of the things I used to do as a kid was I would find broken things or things people threw in the garbage, and I would fix them so that I could have something like that. It was just really common for me. In high school, in order to get along with everybody, everybody had that, like, you had to have the matching top with the pants and stuff like that. I would go to the thrift store and buy like a jean jacket and rip off the tag and put it on, like the inside tag, and put it on my jeans. So I had the jeans and the jacket that matched, type of thing. Whatever. Still today, I create things all the time. My son's go-kart, we built it. Things like that. Like I got a go-kart, and then we swapped the motors and stuff like that. So we rebuilt it, I guess. Simple stuff like that. But I had this really cool old guy, Don Owens, teach me how to draw. Now I could draw sorta, but everything was very flat. Like you couldn't figure, I don't know. It was a kid drawing. I was probably 8 years old when I met this guy. No, I was older than that. It was kid drawings though. Anyway, I met this guy, and he taught me some really cool stuff. And one of the things he taught me was that you don't have to have something right in front of you for you to be able to draw it. Close your eyes, picture it, and just draw it. So when he explained this to me, what I realized was that I could do anything. Everything was like that. If there's something out of your reach, it's because you put it there, not because anybody else put it there. If it's something that you want, do it. For me, what I want is I want to inspire people. I want the people who don't see an out, people who are struggling in their life in any way, shape, or form, whatever the case may be. I want to inspire people, and I want to show them that you can come up from the bottom. I did the mundane job thing. I took the safe jobs. It was excuses. I'm done with excuses. And it was only because in my brain, it was only because I was trying to take care of my kids and my family by doing the safe route, right? But I never did the safe route before that. Before my kids were born, I was the guy who was taking every chance to not make more money, because money's never been my big motivator. But I'm the guy who's always taken the big chance to succeed, to do well, to go see more things or do more things. I enjoy life. I've always enjoyed life. Even as a poor kid, I enjoyed life. There's so much out there that you can do. I was at a factory the last 8 years of my life. I am not a factory person, but it was safe. I had good benefits. I had mediocre pay, but it was good enough. And it was steady. That company's not going anywhere for a long time. It's a solid company, good, blah, 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 blah. And it was actually just bought out a few years back by a bigger company. It's just not something that's going to fade out, and it's in trucking, so it's going to be there. It was safe. Well, I took that job, and for a lot of the guys, they love it. I liked it at first, but it became very mundane. It was very simplistic. I wasn't creating anything. I felt like I was at first because I was rebuilding semi-differentials, and it was great at first. I felt like I was creating things. Every time I'd learn a new diff, it was cool. I worked with my hands. I was feeling good. I had it. It was time to go. The bosses were really good to me. moved me into a different position for the meanwhile, so it was a little easier on the transition. And I told him I was going to quit 2 months prior, and what I said was, I'll give you a 2-week notice when I find something. And he was like, okay. He moved me to another position, and I was in that other position till I left. And then when I left, he told me that I'd be missed, and I was always welcome back, which is great. I really truly appreciate that. And if I need to go back, I will go back. But I hope I never have to go back. And it's nothing against the company, because the company is a good company to work for. It really is. It's because I need to be out doing things. I need to be making films. I need to be doing things like that. My big goal, I eventually want to be making films, I want to document people's lives. That's a big one for me. I want to do training videos. I want to do training videos for businesses, things like that. I'm really good at teaching people things. That's just a gift that I've always had. I retain the knowledge, and I'm good at teaching people. And I'm pretty quick on my feet when it comes to certain things. So what I'm looking to do is really break down my life into some simple categories and focus on my career for a little while. I'm 38 years old, so I'm stepping into it late, but I see that as an opportunity to show people this is where I've been, and this is where I'm going, and this is what I'd like to do with all of this. And I want people to see through me succeeding that they can do it too. And I want it to be something that's truly inspiring, I'm actually, even for however this works out, one of the things I'm doing is I've made a decision that for this, I'm tattooing this on my arm. This is not a tattoo, this is a Sharpie, okay? I did this with the Sharpie. I am going and getting No Excuses tattooed on my arm because it's really important to me, and I want people to understand No Excuses is no excuses. Stop making excuses. Get up and go do something. The 4 hours that you sat and watched TV tonight, you could have been out doing something, anything other than that. Life is passing you by, and I know that that's a very cliche statement, but it really is. If you're not, no matter what you do, I could be out running and doing something, and life is passing me by. Right now, life just passed. We just missed there was another life, Pat. There it went. We just lost some more life. There it was. There it went. That's how quick it goes. It just goes. Anyway, I've got a couple minutes left, so I'm gonna stick to it. Looks like a minute and a half. Less than a minute. Anyway, I really hope that this is something that's inspiring to people. I hope people can follow my story and follow my inspiration here. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make this happen, and I'm gonna make it happen good. And I really hope that you guys all enjoy what you see, because I'll be here for a while. One way or the other, I'll be here for a while. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed watching, and no excuses. That's you. I think I'm gonna keep that one cut in there. I have a cool, sorry, I'm thinking about other stuff. So